So let's get a quick save in here and then take another shot at trying to trade the likes of Griffin Reinhart and company now that we have it worked out, for the most part, what we want to do with this team. That starts with goaltenders. Jorn Van Pottelberg, Hellenius, whose potential dropped, Party, Isbister, Della Rovere. If I can move on from these three, that would be great. I'm not going to be able to do it all in one trade. Can I move Jorn Van Pottelberg anywhere? Looks like Carolina's a possibility. Second round pick? Quite far off. How about a third round pick? How far into this are you? We're heading into the 2021 season. So you can do the math if it starts in 2015-16. So JVP, Isbister, and Della Rovere to Carolina for a third. We'll take that. Even if they say they won the trade, I don't believe that they did. And then we have Hellenius, who I'd also like to get rid of. I almost have too many goalies. Man, I'm going to have to get a second round pick for Hellenius. He is crazy value for what he is right now. I'm going to have to add a little bit to get that second. Hold on. We know we got other rando scrubs we can add to this to get this to go through. We elected to keep Forsling, but Martindale. Use Martindale, Hellenius. Lawson was going to go too. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Actually, we probably screwed ourselves on that one, but it's fine. We have enough high-end draft picks anyway. Final goalie that I want to get rid of is Party. And we won't be getting rid of Sauve. But Party, Pederstrom, Tverdovsky, McHugh, and Powell, who are all terrible. Try to use all of them. Dallas, you got draft picks for me. A bit off in terms of value. Shit. Let's take Powell out of there. Add a fourth rounder. Never mind, I lied. I lied. Well, they lied, technically. But give me a third, then. Give me a third. Thank you very much. Go best roster again. We do have some high-value players who are going to be dealt here shortly. So look at the outline for this roster. I want a number one defenseman to play alongside Morgan Riley, who can just dominate the league with him. We are talking 90 plus. Could be Aaron Ekblad. Drew Doughty. How old's Ekblad at this point? Ekblad's 24. Doughty's going to be like 32, 33. Wow, Doughty's only 30. Whew. Minnesota's got Brodin. PK in Montreal. Nashville at a 92 with Roman Josi. Oh, Spotify, give me something I want to listen to. I'll take it. Roman Josi at a 92. I feel like Josi and Riley could be an unbelievable pairing. Same with Carlson, same with McDonough. Tang's still rocking a 90. Hedman's rocking a 91. They're trying to trade Brent Burns, but Burns is 35. Petrangelo and Shattenkirk. There's actually a lot of options. Chikrin at an 89. Hedman's in the AHL because it's preseason rosters. A lot of guys, OEL's in the AHL for the same reason. Green. just a matter of who we want. Ooh, 93 overall, Noah Hannafin. Damn. 23 years old as well. Hannafin might be the guy because that would be some good contract control for such a younger player. And it's a Western Conference team. Can't overrate that. I think we're going to Calgary first here to see if we can pull this off. Not Calgary, excuse me, Carolina. Fuck, I was thinking he was on Calgary, not Carolina. Ah, never mind. Los Angeles. And Doughty's only 30. Oh my God, 7 years and 9 mil. Whew. Is that legitimate top 2 defenseman, though? Does he actually put up points? 40? It's not bad for this era. And in this game. There's PK. Again, I think I still prefer LA if we're going to pull off a big deal like this. There is Roman Josi, though, who's also 30. 39, 40 points. I mean, you feel like next to Mo, he could put up a shitload of points. How old's Hedman at this stage? 29. Stats aren't quite as convincing. St. Louis had Petro and Shattenkirk. Can't imagine Petrangelo's a big point guy. Inconsistent. So, okay. I think then our top target for this big deal, based on trade value, we're going for Drew Doughty. And to do it, it's going to be Reinhart and Nikulin that are used. Reinhart, because he's capped out. Nikulin dropped from a low elite to a low 4. It makes me think he's already hit his ceiling, which is nice for him to hit his ceiling that early. But when I took him, I thought, oh, definite partner with Morgan Riley. We're trying to win a cup right now. So he could keep getting better. And we still have guys like Sami Niku, who will be in the lineup, Andrew Nielsen, that can keep getting better too. So if we can use Reinhart and Nikulin to pull off this trade, I'd be pretty happy. We do need, oh my God, Gustav Borman. We traded this guy to them last year. He jumped up to an 85. Christ. I mean, we'd be trading him this year anyway, too, because we don't have the space for everybody. Matt Spencer as well. So LA likes doing business with us, clearly. Derek Forbert would actually be perfect. I don't think this goes through on its own because they don't want to trade Doughty, but just in case, safety net it. Woefully insufficient. How about a 3rd rounder from Carolina? How about a 2nd rounder from Colorado? How about 2 2nd rounders? It's going to be a little bit more costly than I wanted. Whew. Yeah, to get Drew Doughty is going to be tough. Very, very tough. However, we can make this a blockbuster because I'm also looking to move on from the likes of Jake Kriske. I'm also looking to move on from Anat Valiev. Trading them 3 defensemen might be tough, but it could happen. Season Arizona trade JJ Mosman. I don't fucking know. No, because Arizona's a contender. There you go. There's my answer. We could take on this Kaura guy, too. Reinhart, Nikulin, and Valiev. It's basically a 3-for-1 special to improve and get Drew Doughty. Is that enough? Still no. Whew. Oh, this is going to be tough. Yeah, I don't know if we can get Doughty. I'm giving up so much here, and they're just not budging. Can I retain salary on Griffin Reinhart to sweeten the deal that way? Because why not? And Cody Atwas, I do believe. Retaining on Reinhardt enough? No. What about that second? And this second? Shit. What about our first? We're starting to get into I'm completely screwing myself over territory. Dude, yeah, they're just not going to budge, are they? Holy shit. I am looking at trading Matt Barzal a season after acquiring him. This could be the trade where that happens. Didn't think that would be the case, but here we are. I'm willing to take Sergei Plotnikov. He's a fourth liner. What about Matt Halischuk instead? Barzal, Nikulin, and Reinhardt on 50%. As we try to upgrade to Drew Doughty. This is why I do not trade for players that teams don't want to get rid of. Jesus Christ. This just isn't going to happen, is it? Swing it just a touch. You're out of your minds. Oh, my God. All right. Reinhardt, Nikulin, Matt Barzal for Drew Doughty, Derek Forbort, and Matt Halischuk. I don't hate it. It fills in some of the gaps that we have in our lineup. That's if the trade actually goes through, which it might not. It might do the whole Anaheim thing from last time. That is a lot to give up. But again, Reinhardt, Nikulin, they have to go anyway. Barzal has to go anyway, too, because we signed Jonathan Huberdeau. I'm willing to do this. Tiny bit more. Third rounder from Carolina. We're doing it. Big trade. Big trade to make big things happen. Drew Doughty, welcome to Toronto, and goodbye to a bunch of other people. But there we go. That is probably the biggest trade we've done yet, I would say. I mean, we gave LA, no pun intended, a king's ransom, but I do view it as worth it to have Riley and Doughty as a top pairing together. I mean, even if they don't work out well together, to have that as a 1-2 punch on defense, we're good. We're good. We're good. The last defenseman that has to go is Renat Valiev, and I would love to use him to get a first-round pick back. So Montreal's looking pretty good. Can we use Valiev and a fourth to get Montreal's first? Not quite. Valiev a fourth and a fifth. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just sweeten it just a touch, son of a bitch. What about that third? Why trade Barzal when you could have Barzal, Matthews, Huberdeau? Because our top line is Duchesne, Matthews, Huberdeau. And Matt Duchesne is better. There we go. Valiev a third and a fourth. Again, it says we just signed Valiev. We didn't, but he was an RFA, so the game's weird. So there you go. Thank you very much for that, Montreal. We move on from Renat Valiev. And now we still have other forwards to get rid of. What are we going to do here? All right. We got to look for some top prospects. See if there's anybody that we want to go out and get. And if not, we're talking at least elite potentials here. We're going to be looking at draft picks. Adam Pellick's a bit too good for what we're looking at right now. Rangers. High elite Jake McCabe. Yeah, he's 26. It's not a thing. Ottawa. Weller. This was the guy who went second overall in the last draft. He would be perfect if we can have the value, but I don't think we can, unfortunately. But I'll mark down that Ottawa has Weller. Philadelphia, Scott Lawton, the GOAT. Glenn Cross isn't bad, but I want to target elites only at first. Daniel Sprong is a bit too good for what we're looking at right now. With Hurdle, Mirko Mueller, George Schmaltz, Glenn Godden. Drouin, of course, at a franchise potential. He's going to be way too good for us to acquire right now. Vancouver with high elite. Ralph Jarrett, also too good for us to get right now. Chikrin, not going to work. Max Jones. Then there was Grachev on Anaheim. I've learned my lesson in terms of trying to trade for Grachev, I think. We'll see what happens there. Arizona. Nobody else that really fits what we're looking to do. Same for Boston. A lot of these elite potentials are already developed. Got the franchise potential, Noah Hannafin. Hello. Danny Roche. And the Blue Jackets want to trade him. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I did just think, though, we should probably check. We already know that Drew Doughty was here. He is. I'm just worried about trading for people and them not showing up anymore. After last night. Ryan Culkin's a bit too good. All right. Colorado. So right now, we don't have too many players that I want to target. Looks like we'll be making a lot of trades for draft picks then. Detroit. Yeah, nobody there either. Edmonton. Joe Veleno. Yeah, Joe Veleno would work out pretty well, actually. And Caffrey. Caffrey would be good, too. He is just on the cusp of being an NHLer, which is pretty good. Florida. No. Oh, hold on. There was a medium elite down there. Mike Matheson. And then LA, Barzal, Nikulin, Reinhart. After that trade. I don't remember if we started on Minnesota. We did because we saw Montreal, actually. Okay. So, we do have a couple of players to target. Columbus is a good place to start with Roche that they want to get rid of. So in terms of the dudes that we're looking to trade away, Jake Kriske lines up pretty well. Is there somebody lesser than Kriske? Gustav Nyquist, who we are looking to move. Will they do this 1-for-1? Nyquist for Roche? Yes, they will. So there we go. That was quick and easy. Gustav Nyquist is gone as we bring in Danny Roche. So that works for me. Again, Nyquist wasn't going to be happy not being on the top line. Huberdeau was kind of replacing him too. So Roche is not AHL eligible. However, he's going to be in the CHL for this year, which is okay. Edmonton. This would be pretty much the last remaining blockbuster, but they do want to trade Joe Veleno. They don't want to trade Caffrey, which is understandable. But here's where we bring out the big guns of Pierre-Luc Dubois, Jake Kriske, and then it does kind of drop off a bit in terms of value for what we have. Philip Zadina would also be in the mix. How did they feel about this 1-for-1? Dubois and Kriske for Veleno and Caffrey. They said no, which isn't surprising. What about that group of second rounders? This is why we got the Montreal first. Can we get the value to where they want it? It's going to be a toss-up. Okay, so Dubois, Kriske, a first and 2 seconds for Joe Veleno, and that prospect named Caffrey from Edmonton, which is tremendous. So not only are we making the NHL better, we're getting some depth in the AHL as well to keep that perpetual cycle going. And last but not least, we got some forwards to get rid of. Any high-value dudes are going to be off the table at this point. Now we're just trading for draft picks. So we have Philip Zadina. Mitch Marner has to go as well. Kennins. Grunstrom, Foster, okay, Hanoun, Alex DeBrinkets, and Lindgren are all dudes that we're going to look to move on from. I don't know if I can move them all in one shot. Montreal was the best chance we had at that. CBJ. How many forwards would I have to add for them to be able to do this? Got Josh Anderson. All right, just Josh Anderson from the looks of it. Cool. Let me double check that. Yeah, all right, cool. So, Josh Anderson. They actually don't want to trade Josh Anderson. They do want to trade Overhard. So, Mr. Eggs Over Easy. We can look to acquire you. And then obviously try to get draft picks back. Including their first. What about their second next year? Just going to safety net this as best we can. There we go. Zadina, Marner, Kennins and company for Overhard, a first and a second. You'll love to see it. It's another first round pick acquired. And then we got two more dudes that we were trying to trade away. And that was Bemstrom and Lefebvre. Can literally just deal these guys wherever. Try to go to Chicago for a 4th round pick. There we go. Cool. So that is pretty much everybody we wanted to get rid of. We do need 2 AHL level players. Garcia makes a lot of sense, given that he could develop. Any high bottom sixes that are a little bit younger? Not really. So let's go for the veteran influence of one Mikko Koivu. And we'll give him a buttload of money because it's Mikko Koivu. And then I also need a goalie in the AHL as a veteran. And we'll go for the oldest, Jonas Hiller. Beautiful. We got to sim a few days. Then we'll get to see what this team looks like. I might have just gotten in trouble for trading people again. He said I tried to warn you. So we'll see what happens there. We'll deal with the consequences. Oops. Oh, the team meetings. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh my god, it changes that fucking menu every time. Has Hiller signed? I think he did, right? I could have sworn I only saw 2 out of 3 dudes sign, but it is what it is. So let's see then. In goal is Scott and McBride, which is tremendous. Nope, Hiller has not signed yet. Jonas, what the hell are you waiting for, buddy? My god. Did the offer not go through? Like, what the hell is the deal? I'm so confused. Did I not offer Jonas Hiller the contract that I saw myself offer him? Oh. Oh, good. People aren't going to look at my contract offers anymore. Because I am indeed getting punished. Well, what about Justin Pogge? Yeah, you are considering your options, Pogge, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, we officially got in trouble with free agents. That's not good. That's not good. We'll deal with the consequences. Friggin' morale system. The AI can wheel and deal and trade people left and right, but if I do it, I am a jerk. I see. Justin Pogge, welcome back to Toronto. We love you. We love you. All right, let's see. Goalie-wise, so Scott and McBride, Hart and Pogge. Tremendous. Defense, Riley Doughty, Nielsen, Niku, Kerrer, and Murata. We'll send down Derek Forbert for the moment. Actually, Forbert would kind of be perfect as a healthy scratch. Case of injury. Because injuries are still on. Let's call up Derek Forbert. Could technically sign another defender or two. And then for the forwards, Mike Santorelli's pissed, but I don't really care. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't have all the dudes called up. Yeah, Kachuk, Grundstrom, Foster, thank you. Overhart, Valeno, Caffrey can all be sent down. That's looking better. Rasmussen we wanted to call up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Santorelli, we can just send you down then and have Halischuk as the healthy scratch. If you're going to be upset, you can be upset on a bus to Cleveland. Have fun. Have fun. It's possible to have a 99 shot. I mean, you're looking right at it, aren't you? So let's see. Duchesne, Matthews, Huberdeau will decide the top centerman. It will be Duchesne. Timashov, Kachuk, and Locke. With Kachuk at center still. You could swap Locke and Timashov. Virta, Howden, and the Bristle. And then Halischuk needs to be out for Michael Rasmussen. Who do we want the centerman to be? Rasmussen or Foster? Probably Foster. He's a bit better defensively. So, again, we had to sacrifice certain players, but we sacrificed certain players because we added a 98 overall Jonathan Huberdeau to this team. And I mean, Matt Duchesne as well. You could argue, trade Duchesne instead of Barzal, but it was a decent time to cash out on Mark Barzal. Potential-wise, he wasn't going to get much better. From what we could see, at least with that low elite. So that is still one hell of a team offensively. Defensively, Riley Doughty, Nielsen and Niku, Murata and Kerrer, which is tremendous. And then Scott and McBride. I mean, come on. Come on. Right? We got this in the bag. Look at the AHL. Couple of 80s in there. We're winning the cup this year. We got this in the bag. No doubt.